of like started going to the gym through sixth form just because like I had a friend who did it, and then when I came to uni, that's when I started taking it a bit more seriously and being like, look, these are the results I want to get and I'm going to follow this plan to get there. And now like it's something I do regularly throughout the week, and it's, yeah, I love it. So I'm actually on a weight cut right now for my competition. So in 4 days time I'm going to have to be in the under 63 kilogram bracket. But usually, to be honest, I'll eat anything and everything, like I'm not fussy. Like when I'm not prepping for a comp or when I'm not trying to like watch my weight, generally I just do it in order to make sure I'm getting enough grams of protein per day. Most of my protein does come from dairy, but I try and eat a lot of like beans and pulses and stuff like that. It is harder to get enough protein on a low calorie diet when you're veggie, but you can make it work. We just finished at the gym with my second to last training session before nationals. So I'm just making my last meal of the day. So because I've got to drop to under 63 kilos this week especially, I just need to watch my salt intake so that I'm not retaining loads of water. But other than that, it's just a case of kind of eating smaller volumes of food and just hoping that I don't weigh over 63 on the day. So when I first started going to the gym, it was kind of just to like gain a bit more muscle mass on my body and like look a bit better. And then when I started enjoying strength training and increasing my squat and my bench, I kind of just thought, I enjoy doing this and I want to become as strong as I personally can be. Like everyone's got different genetics and bodies. You can't really compare to anyone else, but I want to become as strong as I can and I want to work towards that for myself. Because powerlifting is an individual sport, you're kind of really doing it to progress on your own journey and like your own strength journey. Because you can only lift what you can lift, like as much as you want to like deadlift 200 kilos, like if you can't do it, you can't do it. So like for me, I'm looking at a 140 on the day and that's what I'll be really happy with. That'll be a PR for me. Well, I've seen huge improvements, like particularly since I've started taking training more seriously. Physique improvements, just technical in the gym, like knowing what I'm doing a bit better. It gives you better confidence when you know what you're doing easier than like just kind of like going in not really having a clue, which is what I used to do. I used to kind of just like turn up to the gym and make it up as I go along, but then week to week you're not actually progressing, you're just kind of doing random things. Whereas if you follow a program, you are progressively getting stronger and you'll make progress. Any hobby that you're kind of like working for yourself is gonna have an incredible like mental benefit. For me, it's nice to be able to go somewhere and just like work on the thing that's for me and like working on it individually. Yeah, so at the moment my training is predominantly based around squat, bench and deadlift. That is the sport of powerlifting with those three movements. So the past few months I've been gearing up to do this competition, and at the moment I'm in the last week, which is going to be a taper week, which basically means you reduce your fatigue so that your performance is optimal on the day. And then after nationals I'm going to move into more like a aesthetic type training, because I've got quite a long period before my next competition prep, and yeah, I'm quite excited about that. Everyone's individual reason for going to a gym is their own prerogative. Like you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. Like if you're making yourself happy, I think that's great. Obviously, different people have different training focuses. So for me, it's strength gains in the powerlifting movements. For example, I wouldn't know where to start with Olympic weightlifting. However, like someone else could be really specialised and niche in that sort of area. Training for aesthetics as well, if that's what you want to do and that's what you're aiming towards, I think that's great, and I think it's important to set and make your own goals and meet your own goals for your own reasons.